Good morning, student. Welcome to the lecture of emerging trades in a mechanical engineering. We have started our discussion on unit number 4, that is energy audit and energy management. I am Ganesh Dontul, working as a lecturer in mechanical engineering department, SPM Polytechnics, Solapur. The course outcome related to this unit is use of different standards for energy management and energy audit of a given system. For better understanding, the unit outcome related to this unit is identify different steps for conducting energy audit. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about the objectives, need and types of energy audit. So the today's key point or agenda is introduction, objective of energy audit, need of energy audit, types of energy audit. First, preliminary energy audit. Second, detailed energy audit. Third is targeted energy audit. We'll see one by one. First, introductory part. According to the Energy Conservation Act 2001, the Government of India started the energy audit, means the verification, monitoring, analysis of use of different energies, including the submission of technical reports containing a recommendation for improving the energy efficiency with cost benefit analysis and an action plan to reduce the energy consumption. So, in other words, the energy audit is inspection, survey, and analysis of energy flow of energy conservation in a building, in a equipment, or in a process, or in any systems. So, the final aim is to reduce the input energy cost without compromising the output. Objectives of energy audit: first, identify, means it gives a quality and cost of various energy inputs. Assess, it presents a patterns of energy conservation consumption in different departments, means how much energy is consumed in process of other departments. Compare, how much energy is required for obtaining a particular production level in an industry. Fourth, identify potential areas of thermal energy saving or electrical energy saving. Highlights, highlights the wastages in the major areas. Purpose, each department is given the energy saving target will be monthly, quarterly, or half yearly. Implementation, here we are implementing a different techniques, so ultimately aim is to reduce the energy, ultimate aim is to give the energy saving. Last one, sustain, ensure the sustains of energy efficiency by considering constant monitoring. What's the need of energy audit, or why is energy audit is needed? The top three operating expenses in any industry are energy, that is electrical or thermal, second labor, third is materials. Among these three, energy has a maximum potential for savings. Hence, the energy audit and the management is very important for initiating a cost reduction. Hence, the energy audit takes into account a variation in the energy cost, consistent availability and reliability of that energy sources, and optimization of energy mix, and identify the energy conservation measures. The main objective is to identify, means to reduce the energy consumption per unit of production output, or to lower the operating cost. So this will helps the bottom line of that industry. So the energy audit establishes a reference point, nothing but the benchmark around which the costs are managed in that organization. Also, it provides a basis of planning the future use of that energy more efficiently throughout the organization. Also, it helps in planning the future equipment purchases. The types of energy audit: The choice of energy audit is actually depends upon three factors. First, function and the type of industry. Second, depth to which the data analysis is required. Third, cost saving. So in our syllabi, the types of energy audit are: first, preliminary energy audit, it is also called the PEA. Second, detailed energy audit, it is also called the DEA. Third, targeted energy audit, it is also called as a TEA. We will see one by one the types of energy audit. First is preliminary energy audit, PEA. Second, detailed energy audit, DEA. We will simultaneously compare first and second. The preliminary energy audit is a simple one, whereas a detailed energy audit is detailed one. The preliminary energy audit is readily available data is used, whereas a detailed energy audit will be collects data and analyze using on-site measurements. In preliminary energy audit gives a quick and hence give a general result for energy efficiency improvement, whereas detailed energy audit gives a time consuming, hence it gives a specific results for energy efficiency improvement. The preliminary energy audit requires a time up to 1 to 10 days, whereas a detailed energy audit requires generally 1 to 10 weeks. The third one is targeted energy audit. It is a special type of audit. Mostly we are considering in special cases because it provides a data and detailed analysis about that specific target or equipment or a process, and the results of this targeted energy audit depends upon the competency and experience of that auditors. Also, it gives a low focus on the other potential saving areas. First, the preliminary energy audit methodology. First, establish the energy consumption. Second, estimate the scope for saving. Third, identify low cost and major saving areas simultaneously. Fourth, identify immediate low cost saving. Fifth, set a reference point. Sixth, identify the areas for more detailed saving. This is about a methodology used for preliminary energy audit. In last, the identify areas of more detailed saving. This will helps for conducting a detailed energy audit in future. Second, methodology for detailed energy audit. There are three phases are there. Phase 1 pre-audit, phase 2 audit, and phase 3 is post audit. Students, go through this table. Next, the examples of detailed energy audit. For student, it is requested to go through this slide for phase 1 as well as this phase 2. And last one is the scope for the work related to detailed energy audit are: first, review of electrical bills, controls demand and the power factor. Second, electrical system network. Third, study of motors and pumps loading. Fourth, study of air conditioning plants. Fifth, cooling towers. Sixth, performance evaluation of boiler. Seventh, performance evaluation of turbines. Eighth, performance evaluation of air compressor. Ninth, evaluation of condenser performance. 10th, performance evaluation of furnace. And last one is windows split AC air conditioner. That's it from today's lecture. Thank you.